What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Meta Champs, and welcome to this video. Unfortunately, I don't have time to make a dedicated intro for my games this week since I'm trying to catch up on videos, but I'll have the matchup and our opponent's information displayed on screen now, and the team I'm bringing to counter it will be linked down below. Also, full transparency before heading into this game, because of my insanely busy schedule, there won't be as many edits in this video. However, all of my most recent games have been absolute bangers, so I'm sure you'll still enjoy this game regardless. Without any further ado, I'm not going to keep you guys here any longer. Let's go ahead and head into the battle. Alrighty, let's freaking do this, baby! I am very excited. I forgot to pull up the list of the Terra captains, so that's my bad. So I'm gonna do that real quick while we're searching, and then we'll pull up the team. Let's freaking go, baby! I am so very excited. Let's see what my opponent has got with us today. It's a very tough opponent. Let's see, we see Spec, Terrapagos, King Gambit, Palmot, Gliscor, and Klefki. So pretty much the 6 that I was the most scared of, which makes sense. Let's see, Terrapagos, there's King Gambit, there's Gliscor, there's Klefki, and then there's Palmot, which if I remember correctly is Terra Electric, Fighting, and Ghost. Let's see. So Palmot's definitely going to be a very terrifying Pokemon to go up against. Let's see. Oh god, this is going to be tough. I will not lie as well. I definitely am nervous going into this game. I'm very scared, very nervous, and yes, because I'm not gonna lie, I did not like my matchup here, but it is what it is. Good luck up onto my opponent. Let's freaking do this, baby. Very exciting. Let me double check the Terras on Darude. Yep, it is Electric, Fighting, and Ghost. Okay, so Electric, let's see, Fighting, and Ghost. Perfect. Alrighty-o. Woo, let's do this. Alright, if we win this, we're looking pretty decent, so we're actually looking really freaking good, I won't lie. That's also a very cute card for the record as well. Let's see what my opponent leads off with. We're going to go ahead and see Diana. That's going to be the Terrapagos, actually, which is a very interesting lead. So I'm tempted. I could go for a knockoff here. I feel like knockoff's pretty reliable. I don't think there's anything that this thing can do to me that will KO me straight up. So I think what I'm going to do, I will go ahead and click knockoff here, just to knock off this thing's item. Let's see what it is. It's probably like boots if I had to guess. That would make sense. I'm very curious to see what set this is. This will also get rid of any things like the frickin' leftovers or something like that. So that'll guarantee damage on this thing too, which is nice. We go for the knockoff. It's not going to do that much damage to me, but in return, like, it's not going to be able to do too much damage back to me, so that's very nice. Let's see what they opt to go for here. Again, knockoff is very free in this game. If Gliscor comes in here, it doesn't, obviously, which makes sense. We see the Terra Shell, which is fine. We are going to break the Terra Shell now, which is great. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a decent chunk of damage. Where you see the leftovers have been knocked off, I will gladly take that. We're going to see a Calm Mind, actually, so very interesting indeed. So now that this has been broken, let's see, Brick Break does a decent chunk of damage. We see a Calm Mind here, which does scare me a little bit. I won't lie. So maybe what I do here, if this, let's say you're a +1 Timid, which I assume you are, Terra Starstorm should never KO me, so that is something to keep in mind. So I think what I do here, I might just go for a Brick Break, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go for Brick Break here. Let's see what it's type of attack to go for. It does a decent chunk of damage, I will gladly take it. We just see a Terra Starstorm here, so that's fine. It does a lot of damage, but it is what it is. Now I will go for a U-turn here, so that way we get the Regenerator off. This Torn is still very useful for later on in this game. This thing's at half, so now I think I have to let something go down, unfortunately. So that's going to kind of suck. Let's see, I could let Gary go down, but I want to keep it alive for Klefki. I don't want, man, I don't really want to let many of these Pokemon go down, unfortunately, but maybe I should let Big Bull go down. I think Big Bull might be my switch in, unfortunately. Let's see, it does 40 to 47%, so actually I think I will go into Big Bull here. I think we should be okay, and then a Body Press will have a chance to KO, so I think this is my best play to make. Let's see, the Terra Starstorm, bada bing, bada boom, makes sense. Does a decent chunk of damage, that is fine by me. We also get the Regenerator off on the Torn, which is great. And I dropped my controller. I dropped my controller, I apologize for that, everybody. But yeah, we just go for a Body Press here every single time, I think. There's zero reason for you not to. If they opt to save this thing, that's fine. Body Press is going to do a lot of damage to literally everything. They are just going to go for another Terra Starstorm here, which makes sense. So we barely live, which is awesome. We go for the Body Press, boom, and Terrapagos goes down. Very Very nice for us as well. Makes me wish I got my rocks up, but it is what it is. I kind of had to go for that attack there. This is my best option, so I am okay with that. If we see like something like the Klefki come in, then I might do a couple of different things. We'll see. I do still like keeping this thing around for like Thunder Wave shenanigans on Klefki, so I do foresee I do think saving this thing is a good play. So I definitely want to do that. And if we see like Gliscor come in or something like that, then that'll be interesting. We're going to see Ram 9. That's going to be the Spec. Wow, Spectrier is just coming straight out. Okay, so Spectrier hits the field. Not very encouraging. Not very encouraging at all. Spectrier, I'm very scared of this attack going for a lot of damage. Let's see here. What do I do? I could go into Glastrier. Is that what I do here? I think I do go into Glastrier. Glastrier's Throat Chop is going to do a crap ton of damage to this thing, so I will go ahead and go into Glastrier. I think that's my best play here. Shadow, like, the most that it can do to me is like Shadow Ball, which does 38 to 45%, so that's fine. Let's see this substitute. We just see a Draining Kiss. Okay, that's fine. So Spectrier versus Glastrier, that's kind of a funny situation there. That is very, very amusing, I won't lie. So now I think you have to switch out. I could go for an Avalanche here. I could also go for a High Horsepower, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I will go for a High Horsepower here because I think you have to swap. And I think you might go into Klefki or King Gambit here, so I will click High Horsepower. Because you definitely don't want to take too much damage on this thing. That's my thought process on this right now. You don't want this thing to take too much damage, because if you do, then that puts you in a very, very bad spot later on in the game. So I don't think they're going to let Spectrier take too much damage. Again, like I have Throat Chop. Like Throat Chop could one-shot you straight up, so that's really great. And yeah, this battle is already kind of interesting. We do see the hard swap, so I'm really hoping we see Klefki come in particular, or Palmod as well. I got the secret. That's going to be none other than Klefki. So this is going to be Klefki here coming in. We get the High Horsepower off, which is going to do a crap ton of damage to this thing. Holy crap, that is a crap ton of damage. Okay, so we could see a T-Wave here. I think, honestly, I still go for High Horsepower, because I could still reveal a Terra, so they don't want to go for Flash Cannon necessarily. I think I do still go for the attack, right? I could also click CC here as well. CC here is not a bad option. I think they could go for T-Wave here, but I don't want to risk Big Bull getting para. Well, I guess, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what the most realistic option is, because I also don't want screens to go up. That's the thing. I don't want both of the screens to go up. We have Brick Break on Torn, but they don't know that yet. So I think I do still click High Horsepower or Close Combat. I think I'm going to go ahead and click High Horsepower again. I'm just going to click High Horsepower again. We see a Reflect, so they opt to set up a Reflect. Okay, so that's fine. We get off the High Horsepower again, which means this Klefki is also down for the count. Very, very nice for me. I'm also at +1 too, which is amazing for me. I'm at basically full, and I'm at +1. Like, a Reflect is not going to save Spectrier that much, especially against the Throat Chop. We could see a King Gambit come in. We also haven't revealed our Terra yet, so they don't know what our Terra is. We're going to see Ram 9 come in. That is going to be the Spec. Let's see here. I don't think... Yeah, I think they don't want me to take too much damage. I don't know if they want to take too much damage here. I think I just go for a Throat Chop, right? Because the Shadow Ball will do a decent chunk of damage, but... Yeah, I think I just go for Throat Chop here. I think I'm just going to go for the attack. We see a Will-O-Wisp. Okay, so good play on that front, but this Spectrier is still not going to like this hit. It's still not going to enjoy this. Even with the Reflect up, we're at +1, and this is a Glastrier, so this is still not going to enjoy this. Yeah, it doesn't enjoy it at all. So we could see a Weakness Policy here, actually. Is this Weakness Policy? This is Weakness Policy. Okay, so that could be a bit scary now. That could definitely be a tad bit scary. Well played. Well played on that front. So I think here what I do now, I think I just go for Avalanche at this point, just to guarantee that I do as much damage as possible. Let's see here. I might lose to this. I'm not even gonna lie. I might straight up lose to this, actually. Let's go for Avalanche, I guess, and hope for... I guess I could have Terra'd. I guess, yeah, I could have Terra'd there, but it is what it is. Let's see what they opt to go for here. I'm very curious. We are going to see just a nasty plot, so yeah, I think we lose. I think we're going to lose. Yeah. Makes sense. It's Darude. It's freaking Darude, man. Like, yeah, that'll track. That'll absolutely track. Well played. Very well played. I should have thought of weakness policy. I absolutely should have thought of weakness policy. That is on me. So, whoopsie daisy. That's what I say. I say whoopsie daisy, that is on me. I think I lose. Yeah, GG. GG. Do be like that. Hey, this is gonna be a very quick game. Draining Kiss doesn't even KO, which is the crazy part. So if we get a crit here, that's pretty crazy. If we get a crit here, then this thing is dead. If we get a crit, this thing is dead. Nope, okay. Dang it. Dang it, man. Alright, yeah, no, I threw going for Throat Chop. I should have gone for Avalanche. That's what I should have done there every single time. But instead of Throat Chop to prevent that from popping off. But then again, like, yeah, I still don't think, yeah, it is what it is, but I guess my best option now is just to go into Thundercats and hope we can KO with a Shadow Ball, but I don't think we can at this point. Let me see. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't even think it's in range, so I guess I could go into Gary, and I could go for Surf. Maybe that's my best option. I don't think I'll live, but I could. Like, maybe there's a very slim chance that I live. I doubt it, but I'm gonna go for the Surf anyways, just to see. I don't think we live at any attack from this, so I think we've basically lost. If you're at +6, yeah, you absolutely every single time KO with a Shadow Ball. And, like, I can't KO with a Surf, so even in Torrent range if I somehow live. So, it is what it is. Very well played by my opponent. We literally just lose here. We literally just straight up lose. So, yeah, I might just fast forward the rest of this, because all they have to do is click Shadow Ball here. I always die. I could be Assault Vest as well. They could be thinking I'm Assault Vest, but I'm not Assault Vest. I have literally nothing to break this Spectrier, so yeah, like, I'm not, yeah, they just go for Shadow Ball. I think I'm just gonna let this speed up. I'm gonna let them pick up the rest of the KOs, and then that'll, oh wow, we lived. That's kind of crazy, actually. So it's not max special attack, and we get a heavy hit off, too, which is pretty cool. We do get a heavy hit off, but yeah, that's not gonna matter. So GG's to my opponent. Very well played. I think I'm just gonna let the rest of this play out. Alright, so GG's to my opponent again. Very, very well played. Please be sure to check them out down in the description below if they do decide to upload it. At the very least, it wasn't a 6-0, so I'll take it. The critical hit doesn't matter there. If we got a critical hit earlier with Glastrier, then this would be still a different game, but even then, we had a very tough matchup going into it, so, but yeah, GG's to my opponent again. Really, really well played. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really hope you all enjoyed this very quick video, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates! We're not out of it yet, but we definitely gotta work our way out.